was awesome, man.
Back
Back again. One more time. Hey, start me up. One of my favorite songs.
Right?
The Stones.
Let's go.
All Stones,
Start
baby.
me up.
What a way to kick it off here. You know, a little Rolling Stones.
They started up Russell Wilson last week,
They did, didn't they?
My
Oh,
goodness
gosh,
gracious.
did you guys see that?
What a
That was a
phenomenal
game.
What a phenomenal
I mean, that was one heck of a game.
That was a battle.
Is he the MVP?
He not only is the front runner, I don't see Russell Wilson's just so consistent. He's not one. I don't see him slipping up. Seattle's gonna. They're
getting better.
Yeah.
They're getting better. I mean,
so good.
they're already good, but with him, they're getting better.
Yeah.
So, okay. Hey, everybody, this is Doug from Brimm Sports. We've got Carl back. Carl back for week 3, man.
Yeah,
Here's
3.
some
I love
knuckles
coming
that.
on. Love coming on, talking sports with you guys.
I tell you what,
giving my input, so much fun.
You just keep bringing it, dude.
So-
You just keep bringing it. It's been fun.
all right.
Because, you know, Carl, the first week that he came on 3 weeks ago, he was nervous about his picks.
And they were not good. Picks were not good.
Picks were not good. Well, I'm not going to let you say. You could say that. Picks were not good. But you redeemed yourself last week, dude.
Yeah,
You know
it's
that?
fun. It's a good week.
So
it's a good week.
before we do that, I do want to riff a little bit. I want to talk a little bit about college football. Again, tis that time of year. So last week I said, the asked question was, did they get it right? I think they got it right.
Yeah, and this
This one really is
powerhouse.
I mean, that was a heck of a game.
Yeah,
That,
sure
it
was.
really was a fun game. I think they got this. I don't like Alabama where Alabama is, just because Alabama is not even going to go to their championship game.
No, they're not.
They're, you know,
They don't have, just like everybody's saying,
yeah.
they have not played the
They haven't
teams
played
this
anybody.
year to.
That's right. They haven't played anybody at all.
To warrant getting in with the one loss.
Right,
Yeah, so that,
right.
that won't, and LSU has played everybody.
LSU. Give them credit.
Right now, who would not want to see this game?
This
Who
is the
would
matchup
not want
right
to
here.
see Burrow in this game?
I'm not sure who has the championship game. Fox. Let's say it's Fox.
Yeah.
But they're already looking at who would we want? Who's going to get the most eyeballs?
So-
And it probably is this matchup right here, LSU and Ohio State. Clemson. No,
They're in the same boat. They're just not going to lose, though. So
They're not gonna lose.
they've got a path to get there.
Clemson's in because they're not going to lose. You look at their schedule; it's the most horrific schedule all season long. Georgia already lost really a bad
That South
one.
Carolina game,
Yeah,
yeah.
against South Carolina. They're going to
Look
match
for
up.
Georgia to lose to Auburn and Texas A&M.
Yeah, okay, there you go. And then Georgia, worst case, they're going to play LSU.
Not if they lose to Auburn and Texas
That's right,
A&M.
they ain't gonna make it,
Because that's
right?
going to be
Yeah.
Florida's going to be. Then Florida's going to be in the
So
SEC
there
championship.
is a path to Alabama to making it in. So
I still not with one. I don't think
no.
so. Even that. There's too much. Too much would have to happen.
we don't even know about Minnesota yet. Minnesota's not even on this
We didn't even
board
bring up
yet.
Minnesota
That's
yet.
right. I mean, 'cause
They control their own destiny, though. If
They
they
do.
do win their games, they're going to make
they're
it.
they're
gonna
in.
make it.
Ohio State, same thing. Just keep
Oh,
going. Just
yeah.
keep rolling, baby. Just
I've
keep
never
rolling.
seen anything like what they're doing.
I
Just
tell you what, it is.
unbelievable.
I like what Ryan Day is doing. He is just. I like the focus in their eyes.
Yeah, they
is what
did.
it is.
Yeah, and I've had a couple conversations this week about the Buckeyes. Is they are just taking care of the teams that
They
they
are.
should be.
That's
And
right. You're supposed
that's
to do
not
that.
been their MO in the past.
no,
They've
no.
let teams think, and they are
And
making statements.
They've got something going for them that most teams don't have. The players have. They have that itch because the last 2 years they said it. They goofed it up themselves, man. They shot themselves in the foot. They goofed it up.
They did.
And so they're going, ain't going to happen again, baby. It's not
It's
going to
not-
happen in
it's
our
not looking
lives.
like it. I'd like to see this game. I
That
would.
would be a good game.
I would.
All right, so
Let's
that's
get to
our
those
little college.
results.
Okay, now I know you're looking for this. You're itching about this.
Yes.
All right, dude.
Look at that.
Week 10, look at that.
7-5-1.
You are
Bring it.
you and let's see.
Tennessee over the Chiefs.
It was you and Robert. Nice job, Robert. Nice
Robert.
job out there, dude. Let's see. Everybody else, we're all underwater. The rest of us.
Yeah, Pheng moved out to Vegas. I think he's on his. He's
He's coming
not
back.
back yet because he couldn't fly back. So I think he's making his way back. But
Yeah.
he'll bounce back. He's the season leader.
Oh yeah,
so.
and then well,
no,
I
you were
actually
the
got it.
season
No,
leader.
I got
Yeah.
him. I had a very bad week last week. I had a very bad week last week.
Well,
but that happens.
That's the
What are you gonna
NFL. We're bring it back
And-
this week and see if
and-
we've got some good stuff.
do? Let's talk about a couple reasons why I had a bad week last week. Okay.
You love this
All right.
seriously.
Seriously, man. Seriously. The Titans,
I was all
the
about the
Chiefs.
Titans.
I know you picked
I
up.
know.
Nice call on
They
that
were,
one.
Look, that was just right.
What did
Like
you
I
see
just
about
felt
that?
something because the Chiefs. I mean, Mahomes came back, throws
Yeah.
for almost
I know,
500 yards,
I know.
and they still lose, and that's why you can't keep winning football games in the NFL that way with no defense.
And what did Tennessee throw for?
It was like 161
I know.
or 181, but Henry had a heck of a game. That's what Kansas City can't stop.
That's right. That's exactly right.
And that's not going to make it.
Pheng picked the freaking Falcons, man.
He was locked in on that. He was locked in on that division game. These teams play each other twice a year. You don't know who's going to show up.
To go and beat the Saints. It's the Falcons in New Orleans.
That's been your brown bag, your sinking ship, everything. Just a mess.
I don't
doing
get
the
that.
least with the most. Just terrible. Right?
The Jets.
Yeah.
They had a nice game too. I mean, hey, anytime you win a game, right? NFL. And speaking about winning,
Jets,
Jets. Yeah, there you go. The Dolphins.
You're a believer in Fitzmagic.
I am even though he had a horrible game.
Yeah.
He had a horrible game. All right, two teams I have to throw some love on. My Raiders, they're actually competitive. They actually have a competitive.
They look.
I don't know if I call them looking good. They look
good,
competitive.
No, they don't look Ohio State good, but they look good.
And then the other team I want to throw some love at are the Steelers.
Yeah.
You look at that team. They don't have Ben Roethlisberger. They don't have Le'Veon Bell. They don't have Antonio Brown. And yet they're still a competitive team.
They're one of those teams with the winning culture, right? They win, and it's a next man up mentality, and they're a team, and they're a brotherhood, and they know next man up, do your job.
Absolutely.
Same thing as New England. You've got that
Yeah.
you know how to win. Where then there's franchises that just don't know how to win.
No, that's exactly right. And
Dallas.
Tell me out there, folks, if there's a head coach that deserves like the head coach of the year award, I think it's Mike Tomlin.
It's not Freddie Kitchens.
It's not Freddie. No, it's not Freddie Kitchens.
It's not Jarrett.
Actually, but Freddie should look at what these guys are doing. Guys like Mike Tomlin, Bill Belichick, they played both this year, right?
Yeah.
It is. They know how to do it, even with adversity. Got to give them a lot of love on that.
Yeah, no doubt.
So where do you want to go here? Where do you want to go next year?
Hey, last week we talked about our top 5 powerhouse teams.
Yeah.
And we had mentioned in our top 5 teams, my guys were Baltimore,
Right.
New England,
We were both there.
Seattle, San Francisco, and New Orleans. And I think Baltimore
Baltimore established
taking
themselves.
care of business. I mean, what I see a lot in the NFL is when teams play, I call it like to the level of their competition. Do you get up for a Cincinnati,
Right.
or a team that's down? And Baltimore did, right?
Yep.
49,
Yep.
they just put it on them.
They did it.
And just
They're
took care of business.
beating teams like the other teams stole money from them.
Right, just beat
that's
them
it.
down.
They're just beating them down.
And then Seattle, that was just such a great game. And Russell Wilson outplayed Jimmy G when it mattered. He just outplayed Garoppolo when it mattered.
But you know what? I'm a believer in San Francisco now. They've shown me enough. They've shown me that this is a real team.
Yeah.
This is not a fake team.
And I think I've lost a little faith in the Saints.
I don't know about that. What do we do about the Saints?
I don't know. Maybe we go talk about our...
Brown picks?
Let's talk about them.
Okay, I'll start that out because we started with the Saints, right?
What do you think?
Yeah, I tell you what, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab, probably a Saints right here, buddy, and I'm going to put them right there. Because you lose at home to the Falcons of all teams. That is about as stupid as you're going to get. I'm sorry.
Right?
I love Drew Brees. I love, the whole Saints culture and all that. I love Bridgewater. You do not lose at home to the Falcons.
Division game or not, I said,
That's
you
right.
look at the flip side, Baltimore-Cincinnati, that was a division game, and Baltimore took care of business.
Absolutely.
Right? And that's what you got to do.
Yeah,
so I think the Saints might have some weaknesses that have not
Having
fully
said
come to
that,
fruition
I will
yet.
say this. I believe that in football, there are good losses. And what I mean by that is you need to expose those things that are not, they're there. So sometimes, okay, now of course when you have a good record, you can have a good loss.
Mm-hmm.
You're allowed to have that. If you're like a 3-6 team, it doesn't matter. They're all losses. But that, they're going to look at the film, they're going to say, we goofed this up, we did that bad, we did, those sort of things.
They have a big game this week at Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
A dangerous Tampa Bay team.
That is a dangerous team.
How they respond.
We're going to watch.
Well, it's going to tell us whether that was a good loss or not.
Excellent point.
Or whether there's bad weather coming.
That's an excellent point. Okay.
Bad pun.
Who do you like? Or who do you not like?
Who do I not like? Yeah, brown bag all day. My goodness. The Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
So
talk to me.
My brown bags. I give the Browns a break because they looked great last week.
Yeah.
But when my brown bags are not just teams that had a bad week, but teams that are supposed to be good and do great things, and they fall flat on
their face.
Look, Dallas had a primetime game at home against a good team. Show up and lose every time. They're 5-4, and this team is supposed to make a run at it.
And especially Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins does not show up in the primetime events. He usually falls flat on his face at primetime. And, okay, they let him.
They had a game plan to stop Zeke, and they shut Zeke down.
They did it.
Bad.
I mean, Zeke was non-existent in that whole game. That was horrible.
Really. Let's do
recap.
it.
Let's get into
Week 11. What do you think?
Can you believe that?
Let's keep it rolling, Doug.
You know
Week 11.
And it's going to start out. Okay, folks. This starts out with a biggie game. A big AFC North. I love this game. I love this game for a couple reasons. All right. First of all, this has implications for my Raiders because I need the Browns to beat the Steelers.
That's why, Doug. I'm sensing a little homer in you and your picks sometimes. I'm starting to pick up. I'm starting to pick it up.
You know what? The Browns. Okay, 3-point favorites. Here, seriously, if the Browns run Chubb and Hunt, the two-headed monster, if they do that, they control the clock, they control the game. They keep the Pittsburgh offense off the field, and they're going to go out and win that game. I tell you what, this is such a lock. This is sell the house and everything else, folks. This is my Kool-Aid pick. This is it right here, the Browns. I'm going to go with the Browns right here.
I don't know. That game kicks off pretty soon. I don't know if there's enough time for the Kool-Aid poison to kick in. Like sat in on the Lions last week with your Kool-Aid pick.
I apologize for that.
Oh, my gosh.
Dude, honestly.
Talk about a jinx.
To all Lions fans, I truly apologize for that. Because
you get it going.
Once again.
It's all fun and games till someone breaks their back, Doug.
I got blasted with texts before the game. It's like, the game didn't even started and they were already down. Dude, your Kool-Aid picks, man.
No. You went right for the jugular taking out Stafford.
It was bad, I admit
so
it.
we'll see. Hey, so this game right here, look, I was with you. I'm so thrown off by the Kool-Aid pick now. I really don't know what to do, but I'm gonna stay with them because I think the Browns showed a lot last week. Maybe they're turning the corner. The one thing that can't happen is at Baker, you can't do it. It's not on your shoulders.
He's not the type of player. He's not
Brett Favre.
Carry the team.
He's not going to be Brett Favre.
Right.
But come on, you can win this game, Cleveland. So I'll give you that. You're off the brown bag. Let's go.
If you run the ball, you don't need him.
Run the ball.
Look what Pittsburgh's been doing.
Yeah.
Mason Rudolph has not been lighting things up. He's been managing the game. That's all he's been doing. All right. Pinger's going to start out right away, and he's going with those. He's taking the points. He's going with the Steelers. I mean, you know what? Here's the funny thing, real quick. Got a bunch of guys I work with are all Browns fans. So I've been talking to them. I was talking to them today. And they're all like, the Browns are going to lose. I'm like, dude, you guys have been going through this whole morass this whole season. You've been going to the Browns. Now you're turning the corner. It's like you're falling down. No, this is the time to pick it up. I mean, come on.
I don't know. Because all my instincts want to go with Pittsburgh. Yeah. And I think Cleveland can win this game.
Yeah.
I just do. Yeah. I think they've got... We seem to go in the right direction.
All right, let's move on. Sunday, nice divisional matchup.
Division game.
Jaguars and Colts. Yeah. Colts by 2.5. Who do you like?
Coming off that loss, but you know what? Brissett is back, and I really like the Colts to get it done.
You know what? I'm going to go with
Brissett back.
Hey, the Brissett back makes all the difference right there.
That sure does.
They just look like a good team with Brissett. And Pinger also goes to the Colts, too.
3-0 for the Colts. It's a good number, too. I like that number.
That is a number.
I think the Colts are going to win the game.
That's a good one.
And they should cover that 2.5.
Okay, next one. Cowboys go to the Lions.
Yeah, let me tell you about Dallas and this brown bag.
Yeah.
Look, we've talked about it so many times. Just okay is not okay. But you know what? The Dallas Cowboys are okay.
Yeah.
They're just okay.
Yeah.
And the Lions, they're down Stafford. They played well last week. They could have won that game. Chicago is not good. There's something... for some reason, I think the Lions are going to win this football game.
Wow.
I think the Lions are going to win this football game, Doug. And you can have a little homer in me, okay? A little homer in me. The Kool-Aid pick took out our quarterback, but Jacoby Brissett is a Gator. He's an SEC boy, just like Brandon Allen. And he's
okay. All right.
Dallas is going to come in on the road and play flat.
Okay, so you got
The Lions.
okay, you got Driscoll, and then who is even their
Driscoll.
backup quarterback?
Then I'm going to be
Who's
up
the
there in
second
uniform,
quarterback?
ready to take the field if Driscoll goes down, because now we're in trouble. They're going to the Kaepernick workout. I've heard.
I think that's a good call.
They're
I
going
think
to
that's
the
a good
Kaepernick
call.
workout.
I mean, you know what? This is business at the end of the day. And there's an asset out there that's Kaepernick, and play the game. Why not? Why not take a look at him?
Yep, that's what they're going to do for
and
sure.
they could use it. You know what? Dang, I got to go with the Cowboys, man. I got to go with the Cowboys. I mean, you know, that Dak has like the best QBR rating of all the quarterbacks this year.
Wow, that's an amazing
I know, that is
5-4
an
record
amazing,
for a quarterback.
Really, I know, that's the thing. But you can't shut Zeke down every week.
No.
And so that's a lot of points. That's a lot of points, especially at home. You know, and the Lions.
You got to beat him by a touchdown.
Okay.
You got to beat him by a touchdown.
Let's go this one now. Bills visit the Dolphins. Bills by 6.
Yeah. So down to Miami.
Tough loss against Cleveland.
Yeah, very tough loss, especially coming off they had the win before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I like Buffalo. I like Buffalo to keep rolling.
You know what?
And
I'm gonna
bounce
go
back.
I'm going to go with Buffalo as well, and Pinger is
Yeah.
all in on Buffalo too.
Okay.
That's a good one to pick.
Census pick. They're going to go down to Miami and beat them by a touchdown.
Okay.
Yeah.
Broncos take on the Vikings.
Brandon Allen in Denver. Why?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let me tell you how that's going to go.
They're coming out with that big win against Dallas.
So this is a non-division game.
Yep.
Does Minnesota play to the level of their competition like we talk about, or do they rise up, get off this just okay is not okay, and beat somebody you're supposed to beat?
If you're going to do it, this is a game to do it.
Let's do it.
This is the game to do it.
I'm going Minnesota.
You have to neuter
Covers, and I hate 10.5
You have
points.
to
I
neuter
hate
those
giving
horses
them any
here.
points.
I mean, I'm going to go the Vikings too. And you know what? Pinger's going with the Vikings too. We have not had that often in the past couple weeks, where we've got so many ones that were lined up. Now, the Vikings, I think they're going to do that. That's a good call. Sometimes they have to assert themselves, and they just have to absolutely just do it.
They need to start that right now. They need to start that right now.
All right,
it's that time
Saints coming off a horrible loss to the Falcons, taking on. They're dangerous. The Buccaneers are dangerous, dude. Saints by 5.5.
There's something about Winston, Evans, the running game right now with Jones. I mean, Tampa Bay is a dangerous team. They almost went up to Seattle, and they gave Seattle a game.
You fly across the world.
So the Saints, I think they're still. I don't know which Saint teams is going to show up right now. Did Atlanta expose something? Did they just play flat?
That's a good question.
Right?
That's a good question.
I like Tampa Bay in this game.
Right.
I don't think Tampa Bay's.
Man, that's nuts.
I'm going Tampa Bay.
You know what? I'm
going Tampa Bay. Look, I'm going Tampa Bay to win the game.
You are crazy.
To win the game.
Did you hear that?
Tampa Bay. I like Tampa Bay to win the game.
No, they're going to redeem themselves. They're definitely redeeming themselves. And Pinger's going that too.
I say that, but I'll gladly take the 5.5.
Take the points anytime.
I'm not turning them down.
I mean, at the end of the day, if you get the W, it doesn't matter how you get the W. Either straight up or within that spread, they'll take it. Okay. Jets go to the nation's capital. Dwayne Haskins and friends in the nation's capital.
He is the new starting quarterback for the Washington Redskins.
This surprised me. I thought that they would be home dogs. I honestly thought, because Haskins he's a rookie. Yeah. He's playing like a rookie. Yeah. He looks like a rookie. I thought they'd be home dogs.
And I have been, so when I called the Jets 6-game winning streak on my debut in week 9,
right.
I said watch for the Jets to win 6 in a row, and they went out and they got just destroyed. And I stuck with them last week and they won. And I've been all about the Jets. But, Haskins is...
Oh, no, you're not. You're not going to, are you?
I'm going with the Redskins. I am going with the Redskins.
All right, Pinger is going with the Jets. And you know what? I don't do this that often because I shouldn't do it that often. But
now I know I made the right pick. Double Kool-Aid pick? You're going to go double Jinxed?
I'm going to go. I saw this. I said, it's all Jets, man. Is it Darnold, the ghost? Halloween is past. They're not seeing any more ghosts. Le'Veon Bell, I think, is going to light it up. I think they're going to have a big game there. I'm taking Jets. This is basically a pick 'em game, 1.5 points. Go Jets. That's a big one. Jets,
Swing
Jets, game. Jets.
Man, they're going for 2 in a row. 2 in a row. We'll see.
I'm either making some people happy or I'm ruining a bunch of people. You know what? We ought to take a look at the spreads in Vegas. What? It's going to change after this gets published.
Yeah. everybody's going to be joining me with the Redskins. I still want to change my Browns pick because of that Kool-Aid pick.
Okay.
But
divisional matchups here.
This might be our game of the week.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
It might be the game.
The division leader, the Texans, visit the
and
division
stars
leader,
too. Stars all over the field.
Absolutely.
I mean, Deshaun Watson is a superstar. Lamar Jackson is playing at superstar level.
That's about right.
What a great
game. I think
game.
4. It's a home game. Give them 3, and then twice from there. About
this
one
is
more
a
point.
battle for first round bye. I mean,
that's a good call because the Patriots.
The
Patriots have it. They're in the driver's seat in the AFC, followed by the Ravens. But they're only one win away from the Ravens. So if they beat them, so that means they're tied. That means a head-to-head. They could get.
I like Houston so much,
bye.
but I really feel locked in with my picks this week, Doug. I feel like I am really in a zone, and I'm going with Baltimore.
You know what? I'm not going to argue with you at all about that, dude. And you know what? Pheng is not going to argue with you at all about that,
and they just showed so much in that game against. They're beating the teams they're supposed to beat. They're beating. Look what they did with New England.
Yeah.
I mean, they're really good. And this is going to be a heck of a game.
Jumping ahead, week 12. I believe it's next week, week 12. They play the Packers. That's going to
be another great one. Wow.
That's going to be a really good game. Oh, I can't wait for that one. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be good. Okay. The Falcons coming out of that big win against the Saints, taking on the Panthers.
You know what I think's going on here?
What's that?
This is going to be a classic situation where coming off, I think Atlanta is going to be overvalued.
Yeah.
Because of what they did last week, the carryover, and Carolina is going to be undervalued.
Gotcha.
Because of the loss of the Packers.
Yeah.
And I really like Carolina here. Kyle Allen, if you watched the Packers-Carolina game, they had a chance to win that game at the end, and he played just gritted out performance. He played so good down the stretch.
They look like a team with Kyle Allen.
Yeah.
Which I never saw that.
McCaffrey's
I never saw that with Cam Newton. They look like Cam Newton and everybody else. They look like a team with Kyle Allen.
Yeah, they're playing really well.
All right, Pinger is going with the Panthers, and you know what? I'm going to just jump along on this boat, guys. I mean, I'm going to go with the Cats. I think that the Cats are going to claw those, they're going to swat these Falcons right out of the sky.
Yeah.
I don't see any reason why not. Okay, interesting one. Cardinals go to San Francisco. 10.5. I don't know if 10.5 is enough.
That's so many points. Now, Arizona's scoring points. Kyler Murray, they're a dangerous football team. Does San Francisco have a hangover? Because that Seattle game was a battle.
Or to San Francisco, they're just PO'd, right? And they're going to take it out on somebody. They're going to take it out on Kyler Murray. I'm telling you what, right now, I'm just going to take this. I'm going to give it to you. 49ers fans, I got a bunch of nephews. Guys, you know what I'm talking about. You love this 49ers. I love the 49ers in this one, too. Go 49ers all the way. Yeah, there's a lot of gold there.
I'm going to go with them.
Going to go with them, too?
Yep.
Wow, look at this. Okay,
I don't get this. Generally, these 10.5 point spots, I'm not a huge fan of anything double digits. But I think both Minnesota and San Francisco are teams that are going to rise up and beat teams they're supposed to beat. I mean, this has 28-14
Absolutely.
right all over it.
All right.
28-17.
Patriots head to the Eagles.
Right? Does Bill Belichick, does he do well coming off a bye? I mean, does he have a...
That's what he does well. Yeah. He does well all the time. But especially at Super Bowls when they get the bye week.
New England has... I've had this conversation before, too, where they just cover in the long run all the time. This game is... It's a huge game because, again, just okay is not okay. Yeah. Philly wins, they lose. What are they about? They're going to rise up for the biggest game that they can play.
Wow. Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me?
I feel locked in this week, Doug.
Wow.
The wows and the are you kidding me's.
Do you want this? Do you want the green stuff?
I want that to stay far away from my picks. I'm going with Philly to pull the upset here. Again, Philly wins the game. I like Philly. They're going to have a chance to win the game.
No, I'm good.
Keep
Patriots.
the Kool-Aid away.
You know what? Well, Pheng is thinking like you, dude. He's going with the Eagles as well. So
you can't go wrong just sticking with Brady.
Is it Kool-Aid or is that kryptonite?
It took out our franchise quarterback. So
all right. The Bengals visit my Raiders.
Who they?
Okay, I don't know who they are.
Who they?
But the problem is, this scares me. 10.5.
Yeah.
10.5. I mean, the Raiders are going to win the game.
You think so?
At 10.5.
I'm really locked in this week.
Are you? Okay.
I'm locked in.
Okay, go with it.
I'm feeling so good about.
Tell me what you like here.
So as good as Oakland looks,
Yeah.
they're feeling really confident.
They're feeling confident.
You got the Bengals traveling out there. The Bengals are bad.
You like Ryan Finley, right?
I'm not a big Finley guy. I was a Brandon Allen guy. Finley did not play well. I do think that they are going to rely heavily on Joe Mixon. It's going to be a heavy ground game. They're going to be in this game. The Bengals are going to be in this game, and they're going to cover.
Yeah, of course the Bengals are in the game. They're flying out there.
Give me some of that orange Kool-Aid. The Bengals.
No, you know what? No, it's the Raiders. That's a lot. They have something to prove. They have a good deep run defense. They've been shutting down a lot. Nobody's really been running a lot on the Raiders this year. And so, I think that they can do it. I think they're going to play 4 quarters of ball.
Yeah.
That's still a lot.
This will be, I'll give you this. If the Raiders need to step up and do like we're saying, beat the team you're supposed to beat.
That's how you win. That's how you
Step
win. You're
up.
absolutely right.
Show everybody you're a playoff
them.
team. Show us that you're for real.
Yep.
Because Jacobs has been phenomenal.
He's been a horse. He has been a plow horse.
Yeah.
He's been getting the yards. He's been doing what he has to do.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
And Houday. to show up, something about it. I don't know.
Okay. That is your Falcons pick this week. Pheng, you want the Falcons.
I hope you don't hope I get it.
No, I hope not. I hope not.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to root for you in any way, shape, or form. That's for sure.
Okay.
All right. The Bears go to the Rams. The Rams need a win.
Boy, do they.
Boy, they need a win. I don't know if you saw Jared Goff. He doesn't look. I saw that game against the Steelers. He looks like he's just targeting the ball. It doesn't look like he's throwing the ball. I mean, he's not. Yeah, I didn't like the way he was passing. He just didn't look right.
Jacoby Brissett played well against the Bears.
Yes.
Yes. I think Jared Goff should be able to
pick it up. He should be able to pick it up.
The Bears can't score, so the Rams aren't going to need to score a lot of points to win this game or cover that 6.5.
It's also a plane fight for the Bears. The plane fights do make a difference.
Prime time, everybody should step up their game.
You would think so. I am going with the Rams.
And I think the Rams will step up their game.
Finger is going with the Rams. You're going with the
Sunday
Rams.
night cover.
So that takes us to an AFC West matchup Monday night. There you go. I mean, this guy can throw for 400 and some yards a game.
And lose.
This guy can lose. This guy can throw for 400 and lose.
Most passing yards in the league. Most kids in the league. Phillip Rivers is my favorite player in the league.
So this could be like 1,000 yards of going between the two teams. I know. But I don't know who to win.
Can't stop anybody. They can't. They literally that game is going to be who has the ball last.
It could be that, but I think that.
Who you like, Doug?
I like the Chiefs, man. My gut says go with the Chiefs.
I am locked in.
Pheng is saying Chiefs.
Dude.
You are
Fire
off the
Brimm
rails.
Fans. I am locked
Just because he has a good week last week.
No, I am locked in. This is going to be a lot of fun. It starts soon. We are in under the wire, but the Browns are coming through to get us kicked off.
All right, what a board. Okay, let's give the public service announcement. Do not play in your fantasy leagues.
No Danny Dimes.
That's right. The Giants, the Packers, the Seahawks, and the Titans.
No Aaron Rodgers, no Russell Wilson, no Henry.
That's some big things off of. You're playing fantasy football. That's a lot of points that are sitting off of the sidelines.
Yep, you bet.
Dude, this was an absolute blast. This is fun.
Ooh, sorry about the delay.
No,
laryngitis.
Okay. Hey, everybody. We're going to get this out on Facebook. We're going to get it on Twitter. We're going to get it on YouTube. Fire and Brimm Sports. Tell us who you like in these games. Tell us who you think we got wrong.
Have some fun. Make some picks.
Tell us what you think about the college games that we're talking about. Who's going to
Tell Doug what you think about his Kool-Aid picks. Let him know. I mean,
I don't know if Kool-Aid is stock. I shouldn't do this. I'm going to knock it down.
When you can joke about it and funny Kool-Aid pick, and then you take out the starting quarterback.
No kidding. I know. That's me.
Doug.
All right, dude. Thanks a lot.
You bet. Thanks for having me.
See ya.
All right.
Bye.